Tech and clips.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Yes, so it's been a while since we did some Freeze the Fall. They dropped this one a couple of days ago, 3 days ago to be exact, performing The Seed. This song, originally performed by the Norwegian, artist Aurora. Yes, I already know the song, so when I saw this, I'm like, okay, this is going to be interesting. So today we're going to be listening to this cover, by Freeze the Fall, originally performed by Aurora. Let's take a listen. Let's watch the video, and as always, I'll definitely give my honest thoughts about it. Let's go. Right.
Just like the sea, I don't know where to
Love how they came in.
go. Through dirt and shadow I grow. I'm reaching light through the struggle. Just like the sea, I'm chasing the wonder. I unravel myself all in slow
Wow.
motion.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah.
You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no.
Okay.
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers
Yeah.
are poisoned, you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers
Wow.
are poisoned, you
I love
cannot eat money,
the rock vibe.
suffocate me, so my tears can be rain.
Wow.
I will water the ground where I stand, so the flowers can grow back again. 'Cause just like the sea, everything wants to land. We are burning our fingers, but we learn and forget.
Yeah.
You cannot eat money, oh no.
Yeah.
You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned, you cannot eat money, oh no.
Yeah.
You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned, you cannot eat money, oh no. Oh no. Feed me sunlight, feed me air. Feed me truth and feed me prayer. Feed me sunlight, feed me air.
Whoa.
Feed me truth and feed me prayer.
Wow. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, we're building up. Wow. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that blood. Yeah.
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned, you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no.
Yeah, guys, I love this.
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poisoned, you cannot eat money, oh no.
Yeah. Wow. Guys, that was a Freeze the Fall with performing this song originally by Aurora titled The Seed. Yes, I'm pretty sure lots of you guys are familiar with this song. Personally going into this, I already had Aurora'S in the version in my head. That almost spiritual nature connected atmosphere she created with this one. So the first thing that stood out to me with Freeze the Fall is how they completely shifted the emotional lens of the song without losing its core message. The vocals and the delivery, guys, something else. The original, I know floats. This one pushes. When Aurora feels like she's channeling something ancient and almost mystical. This vocalist comes in with a more grounded human agency, if that makes sense. There is a rawness here, less ethereal spirit and more this is happening right now, and we need to wake up sort of vibe. And honestly, that works for me. It makes the message feel closer and more immediate, even if it sacrifices some of that haunting softness from the original. Instrumentation and arrangement, guys, that also did it for me. I feel like this is where the biggest transformation happens. The original, you guys already know, leans on tribal drums and atmospheric layers. This cover, to me, builds with rock-driven intensity. Guitars, fuller drums, more weight. You can definitely feel the song escalate, differently here. Instead of rising like a wave, like Aurora'S version. I feel like this one builds like pressure. Like something about to break, and that to me actually fits the message in a more different sort of way. It definitely turns the song from a warning into more of a protest, in my opinion. Since I've already lived with the original, I can't really ignore this. The emotional impact, compared to the original. Aurora'S version makes you feel like you are part of nature. This version makes you feel like you are responsible for what's happening to it. That's a subtle but powerful difference, in my opinion. I would say though that if you love the delicate almost the otherworldly vibe of the original, you might feel like that element is toned down here, but in exchange you get something more direct and emotionally confrontational. So yeah, for more of our raw thoughts, this isn't one of those covers that tries to copy the original, and that's exactly why it works perfectly for me. Freeze the Fall, they took the seed, and and they said, what if we made this show less like a message from the earth, and more like a cry from people living in it, and for me that absolutely lands. It may not replace the original, and honestly it shouldn't, but it definitely adds another layer to the song's meaning. It's the same message, but it's just delivered with a different kind of agency. Yeah, so for my final take, they definitely respected the original. This is definitely a bold interpretation. Emotion hits in a different way. Yes, if Aurora'S version is the soul of the message, I feel like this cover feels like the voice shouting it out loud, if that makes sense. Yes, guys, let me know your thoughts. Do you think they killed it? Please share your thoughts about this one down in the comment section. If you enjoyed my reaction, if you enjoyed my review to this one, make sure to smash the like button, comment, share all the good stuff. Guys, my name is Philip. On to the next video. Take care, stay safe, and then peace out.